Hey everybody, it's Nikki with Delicate Tension Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you just have a lot of Sagittarius placements in your chart. This will be for the energy regarding October 15th through the 31st. As always, it is a general reading. Take what resonates. If nothing resonates, then you can always check out your moon or rising sign, or if you have a lot of transits happening in a certain sign, you can check that out as well. For example, I have a lot of transits happening for me this year in Aquarius, which is kind of embodying or hitting my rising sign, so that's the energy I'm really taking on this year. That being said, also keep in mind that this can be energy of another person in your life. It can be an energy, maybe it's someone who's really close to you and you're taking on a lot of their stuff. It could be their energy. Let's see what it is I'm going to get for you guys. Let me take a minute. This is really weird. Oh, God. So, yeah. I'll try to explain it the best way I can. So I was kind of getting like a sword fight, but it reminds me of those sword fights where it's two people fighting against each other and then they unmask and it turns out to be two people who either end up falling in love or it's really weird. It's really weird. I feel like you and somebody you love are fighting. I think it also could be this interesting interplay. That's just how you guys work. It's just how you guys work. It's the thrill of the chase. I'm not saying that means there's not real love there. This definitely corresponds with your full moon reading for sure. Because I feel like that one was the hunter is now the hunted. Alright. Let me get it down. Okay, so let's get started. Show me what's happening for Sagittarius. Actually, I'm going to look that up right. We have Justice. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have a lot of shit. We have Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and I'm actually going to put the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Cups over here because that's how it feels appropriate. Somebody has definitely become enlightened either to the connection that you guys have. One of you knows this. Like, one of you has always known what this bond or this connection is, but I think the other one had to become enlightened to it, and I think they had to become enlightened to it either through tough love or justice had to be served in this situation. So it's almost like everything that happened had to happen for this new beginning to take place. I think it helped clear out some really interesting either family karma, ancestral karma, or personal karma in the relationship. I also think that it's quite possible that either you or this individual what is that song? I'm gonna have to look it up really quick. Sorry, I'm like, this is killing me. Anyways, I think this started out as like a crush, and then it became this thing that either one of you or both of you could not stop thinking about. And I think each of you kind of thinks about what this could look like if it went the long haul. So the song I'm thinking of is Crush by Jennifer Page. It's a 90s song for sure. Please fucking listen to it. That's what this feels like. Or it feels like it was that and it became something more. I think when justice was served, either you or the other person definitely experienced an emotional upheaval. This is someone who's not okay. I think too it went from these emotions that they were having a conversation with their emotions at one point, and I think they always do, but it's one of those things that you never really see because with the Queen of Cups in the upright, they're hidden. They're in the cup, covers over them, but now I feel like it's all spilling out. So let's pull some clarifiers here. Ooh, somebody cut somebody out. Let's clarify justice, please. Three of Wands. Someone in this situation has been waiting for justice. And it's almost like I'm hearing this thing of, okay, yeah, you go do that. You know what? I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to get this shit out of my life. And you go do that. You go do whatever it is that you're doing. Because trust me, I know how life works and I know this is going to come back. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, this person is jacked right now in their emotions. It's almost like they feel so emotional but stuck at the same time because they don't know what to do. Whoever walked away, the other person doesn't know what to do now. It's like they feel like if they act, they'll get rejected because of whoever took the stance of like totally cutting it out. And I think also they feel really fucking stupid right now. What did justice bring in? How about that? How was justice served? I think somebody thought something was going to be like a happy ending, their wish come true, and it turned out to be a fucking nightmare. They might have been stuck in some form of illusion or fantasy. Clarify this Nine of Cups in reverse, please. Yeah. They were giving to something, or you were giving to something that they thought would fulfill them. And it totally didn't. So let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles, please. We have Strength. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. Ooh, somebody's holding on. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Oh, and the Five of Swords. Yeah, this could have been a situation too where whenever you guys would have issues, someone would always do like the soft apology, right? A little something to like make it okay. And I think that might have either kept you holding on, or at least it kept you thinking about the connection. You were attached to it still, and they kept doing it so you would stay attached. I don't think it was intentional in a way to like deceive you necessarily. I think they genuinely, obviously, have very strong feelings for you, and I think they would have been or were quite confused, because the Page of Cups can be very naive energy. It's someone who doesn't really understand how love works or operates. They just go by feelings. They go by instinct. But with the Ten of Pentacles and Strength, it took a lot for somebody to end this. I think it was very difficult, but at the same time, there's this trust and this knowing with the Infinity above Strength, or the Woman in Strength's head, where it's like, you or the other person knew how this was going to play out. It also feels very recognizant of, I've been through this before. I know what's going to happen here. So I'm going to let you go do your little bullshit. Yeah, keep up with it. See what happens. So let's clarify the Ten of Swords in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. Clarify the... Oh. Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups with that. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Seven of Cups. And let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So with the Knight of Cups in reverse, Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups, this is what I'm talking about with the emotions here. There's concern that you're not going to want to work on this. There is concern of rejection. But this person or you is definitely making a U-turn because they want to work on this. Now, I think there is fear of other options being available right now, either on your side or theirs. And with the Ace of Pentacles being offered, someone's going to be very guarded here. Even if you do know and understand how these cycles move, or them, it's almost this thing of, I think we're either dealing with abandonment issues here, or we're dealing with issues of lack of trust. I do think this offer is genuine. I do think this is where it could be a new beginning surrounding making this a stable thing. Obviously, your judgment call on that. But it's this essence of, I think you can let your guard down a little bit. I do think this person is coming to you definitely with their head hung low. Definitely feeling shame. They are embarrassed. I think they're also at a very low point right now. I think they lost a lot. When they made this choice, they lost a lot. And we have the Orphan. Like I said, they lost a lot. We have the Thread, which is what keeps you two together. I also look at this as the thread of fate. You two are bound in some form. Even though we don't see the Lovers here, even though we don't see like the Devil or Two of Cups or anything like that, this, I feel like you guys are bound to each other. And it's because of the way that both of you look at, perceive, and feel this connection. We have the Fault Line. It's very interesting too. I kind of feel like the Thread and the Fault Line are the same thing. And one final card. We have the Kiss. This person who's in this energy, it's even Five of Pentacles, Five, the Orphan. I feel like you're going to end up taking this person's hand. And I feel like whatever distance has been created between you with the Fault Line, I also look at the Fault Line as that thing where tension can be created. Major earthquakes happen, tower moments happen, which I do think was a part of this. I think there was a major tower moment in here with justice being involved. It's got to. If the tower moment hasn't happened yet, it is coming up. Now, with the thread, there is this feeling too of it's almost like because you guys are connected, you're pulling them along. Maybe each of you are in this weird stage where one is advancing more than the other, and you're kind of having to, you know, come on, like, catch up with me. Even if this isn't conscious, I feel like some of this is very subconscious, especially with the distance that was created, because this was a very definitive cutting off. And it's really funny here because it's one of those things where you might have physically cut them off, but energetically you definitely didn't. So let's look at some further clarifying energies here. We have release. We have study. We have receive, catch and release. And we have breathe. Now, I think in this situation or the connection, there had to be a release. I think whatever energy was building up in the situation could have been quite karmic in nature. Maybe there was karmic baggage that both of you accumulated where there was something in the connection that had to push the advancement of that. Karma had to be sorted out. And I feel like now that there has been that release, you're kind of having to quite possibly study what's happened between you two. Maybe each of you is doing that. You're looking deeper into why this happened and why the connection is still there, because it is very strong. Now, I feel like you need to take a deep breath, both of you, because I feel like you're about to start receiving each other in a different way. That or you're just receiving other things in general. If you don't take this person back, which no offense, I think you're going to, or this person is going to take you back. If you're totally done, then fine. I still see the energetic connection being there, so just be mindful of that. And until that energetic connection is gone, I don't know if you're going to be able to receive anything for real. So be open to receiving at this time. Whatever this new beginning is, receive it. Take it in. Don't be stubborn. To me, Nine of Wands energy can be stubborn because of how protective it is. I'm not saying it's... This is reasonable. I understand the energy, but at the same time, it's like, scoot just a little bit. Because with those 9, you only have one wand in front of you protecting you, so you're not that serious about it. You're just, you're at the point where you're not completely caged off, but you're still like, okay, if you come any closer, I might hit you with this. I don't think this is done. Whatever this is, I don't think it's done. That's up to you, like I said. Thank you for joining me, Sagittarius. As always, like I said, as a general reading, it's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Also, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be any quote-unquote soulmate in your life. It can be somebody you simply have a strong bond or connection to. It can be a family member. It can be a friend. It can be a coworker, business partner, whatever. Whatever it is, it's just a situation where you two had a very strong connection. Something happened. There was distance created between you two, but you both always thought about each other, and you thought about what happened, and there's an opportunity to fix this. It is all in your hands. But I do think that there is some involvement in fate here, especially with the thread, because the fates control the thread. They weave things into existence. They build connections. If this did resonate with you, please like, share, subscribe, or leave a comment. I love comments. They're very rare, but I like them when they happen. So far, I'm sure I won't as soon as they start getting negative. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can contact me at delicatetensiontarot@gmail.com, or you can follow me on my Instagram at delicatetension. That is down in the description box below. I hope you have a wonderful remaining 2 weeks of October. We do have Mercury going retrograde in Scorpio October 31st, so we're already in the shadow period of that, which means we're going to see glimpses of what we're going to be tackling and dealing with for the retrograde period itself. I think it's October 31st to November 11th or 16th. I can't quite remember. I know it's a quick period. It's literally like maybe 2.5 weeks. Doesn't last very long, but I'm sure that means it's going to be really fucking intense. So yeah, I hope you have a good one.